1 2, check 1 2, family. My apology for the delay. Why do my mic sound funny? Let me see something. Check 1 2, check 1 2. My apology for the delay. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. That's right. Can everybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Good night. Anyway, check 1 2. I need to see some movement or something around here. You know what I mean? I don't see no movement. I don't see nothing going on around here. Welcome to another edition of Moorish World TV, family. I know it's been a minute. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. That's right. It's been a minute. Let me make sure we live. Let me make sure we live. Are we live? Are we live? Let me see if we live.
These are going to be your secret weapon.
Let me see what my mic sound like. How my mic sound? How my mic sound? I gotta check on my mic. I ain't been live in a while. This been the office. I've been in the office. You know what I mean? This been the office. You know what I mean? Let me turn that down real quick. This is the office. You know what I mean? I've been in the office. How y'all been? Yeah. We got a whole bunch of citizens been reaching out to me saying that Grand Sheik then got ran off the scene. That's right. That he got smacked around and took him out real easy. Y'all mama. Y'all mama somebody said that. Yeah, I smacked him up and got rid of him real fast. Y'all mama that one. Yeah. Anyway, family, we about to get busy, man. Listen, the greatest research on the internet is here. I got to take my time because many people have not been light work. You remember that clip? He said light work. I smacked him up and got him out of here. I got him out of the game. Y'all remember that? I said, Cook is a crazy. He done got me out the game. That's what he said to me. Family, how y'all feel out there? Hey, how y'all feeling out there with them allergies? How y'all feeling out there with them allergies? You know, in Baltimore, on the East Coast, listen, excuse my little marks on my shirt and all that, but I've been out there, I've been working. Listen, between you and I, earlier today, not only work kept me busy, Williams L, shout out to Williams L. I gotta call you tomorrow, bro. Work has been keeping me busy, brother, and I know we gotta hit these cases. Williams L is a brother that's helping me with some of these legal matters. So, brother, between work and at home, being bossed around, you know what I mean? Jasmine! BTK killer. Between that and being bossed around at home, I've been busy, man. And Sister Robin, she got this garden thing going on, right? And so when she got this garden thing going on, man, listen, man, ain't no rules to this, man. I ain't got no rights. I'm trying to tell you, I don't have no right. I got to go do this and go do that. You know what I mean? And then what happened is a few years ago, the last few garden seasons, I've been tripping. My dog's been running in the garden to me, and she go, my dog, you know what I mean? I got a dog, my dog, Draco. They running in the garden and tearing, and so I gotta make it up this year. So I gotta make sure she got adequate protection from the pit bulls. You know what I'm saying? But the dogs all in the garden. So I've been busy. I've been busy on these legal matters. Somebody put my Cash App in there for anybody that want to support. I also I'm going to have another channel that is going to be a private network. that I need everybody to subscribe to. I'm going to be testing it out tomorrow, but that's going to be for all sensitive information. Family, I want to share something with y'all while we waiting for some people to come in real quick. I want to share something with y'all. At the beginning of the show, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be trying to share some of the knowledge that I have that is very valuable. Family, you know what I found out today? That family, everybody got to try to get themselves a garden. Everybody got to try to get themselves a garden. I don't care if you live in your backyard, if you can do it in your backyard, if you can do it in your if you can do it in your backyard, or you can do it in your if you can do it somewhere on your patio or something. But everybody needs to create a garden, and here's why. They really playing with your food, and when they're not playing with your food, and they really doing the best they can with your food. Thank you, Crypto. Yeah, somebody help the brother out with this legal fund. But when they not playing with your food, and they really giving you the best that they got, the best that they got is not enough. And I just want to start off and just inform you real quick that, family, anybody ever heard of nanoplastics? Anybody ever heard of nanoplastics? If you ever heard of nanoplastics, that is that the earth is so polluted, and we manufactured, or the United States manufactured so much food and so much mass production that they actually are grinding up plastics in your food. The animals are eating meat that can't digest. It becomes a part of their molecular structure to a degree. I don't know if I'm using the right word, but it's micro, very, very small pieces of plastic that's in all of your food for the most part. And pardon me. And I don't mean to give you a scare tactic, but I just wanted to share this with you. It was something that I was studying and I was looking up on, and I was like, wow. You know what I mean? Like most people, because we try our best to grow our food and things of that nature. You know what I mean? People ask me all the time, well, what you doing, Grand Sheik? Listen, I'm trying not to let people poison me. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying not to let people poison me. But in 90% of the food, I'm gonna do this before I get started. Every day I'm gonna try my best to remember to give y'all a heads up so y'all can look at that 90% of your food that you buy is contaminated. I'm gonna try to find it. It's contaminated with nanoplastic. It's micro, very, very small pieces of plastic that is all in your food, family. It's hard to avoid it. And it's definitely hard to avoid it. However, even those who are eating the fake plant-based meat, it's in that too. And it comes through the manufacturing. You know what I'm saying? So, family, if you know, like I know, if you can try to get yourself a garden to offset the poison that they putting in your food, I would advise you to try to, if start off with 25% of your diet you grow yourself, and the other 75% you got to use what you got on hand. You know what I'm saying? You got to use what you got on hand. But y'all really need to consider that, because you are definitely being poisoned. But with that being said, family, we about to start the show, family. We got a little bit to cover, so we might as well just start the show. You know what I mean? I see we got the original people in the building. You know what I mean? That's right. All of these restaurants, they don't even care. So, I mean, I think y'all need to stop eating I think y'all need to stop eating fast food. But hey, I don't get into no cult type of stuff, but I think you should stop eating fast food altogether. If you're going to eat out, You want to eat at a cultural place. You know what I mean? Some of the Pakistanians, some of the mom and pop spots, long as the you know what I mean, the dish is clean, and cause them Pakistanians like pick up their nose and you know what I mean out. Anyway, family. We got to get this started, family. Let's go. Let's get it started. You know what I mean? Let's get it started. Can we just get it started, man?
I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember. I be that more you gon'
Welcome to another edition of Moorish World TV.
Till the law call my number. I be that more you gon' remember.
I ain't guilty.
I'ma be that more you gon' remember.
No, sir.
I be that more you gon' remember. To Hawker Bay front line till the law call my number.
What up, Takaya? Jasmine Virgo. Crypto, I'm back, my brother. I'm back in the building. I'm back in the building. Yes, indeed. Here we go again. Y'all ready?
And looking at women buying European hair. No love for self, but do the men really care? Hell no, cause they got a love for Europe. Whole generation chasing pills, weed and syrup. Yeah, they love no y'all.
Hannibal L.
Gucci, Kodak, Amigos, Ross.
My stepper in the building. Hannibal L. That's my stepper.
Now cypher. I be that more you gon' remember.
My stepper Hannibal L is in the building.
That's right.
That's right.
I be that more you gon' remember. To Hawker Bay front line to the law, call my number.
How my mic
I be
sound?
that more you gon' remember.
Demetrius Manning Day, how you doing, my brother?
I be that more you gon' remember. To Hawker Bay
P Diddy Dollar.
to the law, call my number. All you super scholars holler. This hour for the workers. You ain't building on the ground, then you worse than the worker. You know it sound good,
My
but
number
it's only
one
on the
stepper.
surface. Probably
Where's the
covering
Mule at?
Now tell me what's your purpose.
Where's the Mule at?
But know that I know every mo.
I got two steppers. Where they at?
Yeah, you know I ain't slow. I seen it all before. How they trying to kill the prophet.
What up, Thurman Smart?
Some got it right now. Don't say that
I got to drop the album ASAP.
My town,
My money funny.
my school, my nation. Sick and tired of the procrastination and debate.
Yeah.
When love is the savior, you don't love yourself.
Fam, this will be a good show.
That's why you
Ain't nobody gonna bring it like me. I haven't been live in a while, so the algorithms ain't on my side, you heard me?
Love China, Italians love Italy. If you
Let me see how it sounds. Come on and build it with me, let's go. Everybody thumbs up to get the algorithms with me.
I be that more you gon' remember. To Hawker Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember. Oh yeah. I be that more you gon' remember. To Hawker Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that more you gon' remember. Be more. I be that more you gon' remember. That time.
Family.
I be that more you gon'
Next
remember.
week,
To Hawker Bay front
I better not
line
say
till
this.
the law
Crip
call my
won't get
number.
mad if I do this. Crip say you keep saying that all the time.
I be that more
You ain't
gon'
releasing
remember.
nothing.
I be that more you gon' remember. To Hawker Bay front line till the law call my number.
Let me see how it sounds. Let me see how it sounds. Let me check one more time. I had to make sure my sound was right because I haven't been live in a while, and I want my sound to be right. You know what I'm saying? So let me turn that down real quick. You know what I mean? But Crip say I better not keep saying I'm gonna put out the music and don't put it out. You know what I mean? I've been saying it for so long, but now I'm gonna put it out next week. You know what I mean? I'm gonna put, man, I got like 20, 30 songs that I'm gonna put out. Let me pin this thing real quick. Let me pin this real quick. I got about 20, 30 songs that I'm going to put out. And yeah, it's going down, family. It's going down. Let me see something real quick. There we go. All right. Yes, yeah. So it's going down, family. But anyway, do y'all know what's going on with Diddy? Yes, I'm going to be talking about Diddy, family. Do you know that the Mule, y'all familiar with the Mule? The Mule went to court today. The Mule went to court today, family. And the Mule, I'm going to give you something that ain't nobody give you yet. I know when I put that up, I put my shows up, and I know people will go and do, go Googling and go looking through social media and see what they can find. But that's why I put mine up, and I'm going to give you something that don't nobody have. So the Mule went today. You know, he was charged with 2 felonies. Each of them carry about 5 years. He is most likely going to crack. Why is he going to crack? Because he's not from there. Most likely he's going to crack. And I want you to pay attention. 2 things I think is going on. But I want to show you something to verify what I think is going on. First of all, y'all know that Shyne then broke his silence once again. Shyne then broke his silence once again. The only thing about Shyne, though, man, let me tell you something, family. Y'all gotta watch how these games are being played, because these informants and these agents, they're so tricky. And I'm not saying that Shyne is either one of those things, but I will say that there was a time when Shyne was going all out on Diddy. And then when he got out and Diddy was able to grease his palms, he kind of backed off a little bit. But then recently, he just spoke up again. But he got his palms greased. And the way that he spoke up this time wasn't like the first time. But now let me move back for a second. Brendan Paul he didn't go to court today, but he had a hearing today. And the hearing was, anybody who was press 7, if y'all was in here when we were going over the Polite case. Because if I'm not mistaken, they both was in Miami-Dade. You know what I'm saying? And so here he is. This is the Mule. This is the Mule. Now, he went to court today, right? And today, let me pull this up real quick. When he went to court today, he had a hearing for the arraignment today. So he's officially charged. You follow what I'm saying? He's officially charged. You follow me? And he's charged with 2 felonies. But watch this, though. Watch this, though. This is the trick. That if y'all remember the Polite situation, y'all know how Miami-Dade work. So here is the charge: cocaine possession and controlled substance possession. So he got caught with cocaine and he got caught with the weed, right? He got caught with the weed, that the candy laced with weed. Anyway, but also in Diddy's house, they confiscated the same thing. Y'all hear what I say? They confiscated I didn't have time to pull that. They confiscated the weed and the candy weed, and you know what I'm saying? They confiscated the candy weed and they confiscated cocaine, supposedly in Diddy's house, allegedly. But why isn't Diddy charged yet? This is the most boggling thing to me. It boggles my mind. If it was anybody else, he would have been charged. However, allegedly, they got weed out of Diddy's house. But now, watch this. This guy got an attorney. And his attorney, if you look close, is named Brian Bieber. If you look over that defense attorney. But check out his attorney credentials, fam. Check out his Check out his attorney credentials. Oh, he's a big deal. This is allegedly Brian Bieber. And I want to just take you down to the highlight part. You know, we try to do the research so we can see what's really going on. Additionally, he defends clients charged with violations of Foreign Corrupt Practices Act, money laundering, and RICO statutes. And RICO statutes. Oh, he got a serious attorney. Regulatory matters, Native American and gaming laws. Mr. Bieber represents individuals and corporations involved in grand jury investigations. They pulled out the big guns. He has successfully represented by way of dismissal before trial and acquittals by juries numerous clients charged with serious criminal activity who was facing lengthy prison sentences if convicted. Now, anybody who ever been on the dark side of life, we know that that is not serious to get caught with a little bit cocaine and a little bit candy weed. That's not a real serious thing on a big scale, on the scheme of things. You know, you got real big drug dealers, but they charged him with this felony, and he went and I don't know if he or his people's Diddy or whoever, they got him a big time joint just in case this goes to the grand jury, or just in case the feds. See, Diddy try to make sure that he don't say nothing, just in case the feds negotiate with the state. You see what I'm saying? But I think he's going to do some talking. Because listen to me. I think they already offered him a deal. Again, if y'all remember the Polite in Miami-Dade, I think they already offered him a deal. Look right here. Remember when we was covering the Polite trial? And Polite was set to take a deal and he delayed, and they was like, no, well, Plea set for 5/17. And just like in the Polite case, if he don't take the deal, then he's going to be scheduled for trial 7/8/24. Y'all remember, if you remember the Polite, it's the same way. They offer Polite a deal. And Polite was playing games with them peoples. And he tried to, hold up, give me some more time. They was like, nah, you going to take it or leave it. Or we going to trial today. You know what I mean? But in this circumstance, they actually have a plea set for 5/17. So they already, it appears that they have already offered him, like, listen, if you do this, then you'll get this. Y'all feel what I'm saying? They ain't playing with him. Yeah. Hold up. At Boss Talk Podcast, okay. What Boss Talk in here doing? Ain't no Boss Talk in here, is it? Anyway, at the end of the day, family, yeah, this is about to go down. So I think he's going to do something at the 17th, family. And by all intents and purposes, Diddy might be locked up by the 17th of May. I mean, yeah, he might be locked up by the 17th of May. But remember, this is a state. This is a state arraignment for the Mule. But remember, in New York, they may be reopening the case where the lady was blamed in the face. Remember the 1999 where the lady was blamed in the face? There is talk that they might even open that. So now you got, listen how the walls are closing in. You got two states, Florida and New York. You got two states that is possibly doing the crunch. They got the the Mule in Florida, and they got Diddy supposedly blaming the lady and reopening the case. And remember, the guy Rod said that Diddy was bragging about it and that, who else? J-Lo was holding the burner. Remember that? She was holding the burner. Now, let's go back for a second. Let's check Shyne. Back in the day, Shyne was mad at Diddy. I'm talking about super mad at Diddy. Let's listen to what he said then, and let's listen to what he say now. Watch it. So J-Lo, trust me on this one. In the complaint, the complaint says that she allegedly had the purse, like you said. But look at this. Now, you know J-Lo going to drop dime. If that's the case, so they closing the walls. They closing the walls in on them. Now, when we start talking about these agent and informants, people would say, well, how is Diddy an informant? What's the benefit of an informant? You got to understand that these agencies control the algorithms of social media now, but back then they controlled the algorithms of the industry, of the entertainment industry. That's why agents are given jobs as documentarians. That's why agents are given, listen, agents are set up to be where a camera is. Agents are set up to hold cameras. Agents are set up to gather information. And though you think that they're filming a documentary, although you think that they're filming something that's of social advancement, agents are gathering information as to what's going on. This is why agents will be flooded in Haiti soon. They will call Haitians, tethers, but now they're going to act like they want to help Haitians. No, they're going there to get intel. They're going there to get intel. And one of the problems with our people is that we don't even care anymore. Do anybody even care about informants or snitching and all of that stuff anymore? It appears to me that on the day of in this day of the internet, that people don't even really care no more. That when they expose somebody for snitching, it just becomes entertainment now. It's like don't nobody care no more. It's like when you look at the guy from the rap game that took the deal and Young Thug is still locked up. It's like who cares, man? He's still selling out concerts. It's like don't nobody even care no more about this. And that's the sad thing about it in reality. But hey, it is what it is. But nevertheless, Shyne was on fire.
I wanted to ask you, how did you get out of your deal with Bad Boy? Like when you got locked up, is that when your whole contract with Bad Boy was ended, or how did that go?
Yeah, when the dude told on me, he sent witnesses to try to testify against me and all that. I was facing 25 years, so anybody that would play with my life like that, it wasn't even a question. He knew what he had to do.
Ain't that crazy? If you hear Shyne now, this don't sound like the same Shyne. Listen to this.
Ask you, how did you get out of your deal with Bad Boy? Like when you got locked up, is that when your whole contract with Bad Boy was ended, or how did that go?
Yeah, when the dude told on me, he sent witnesses to try to testify against me and all that. I was facing 25 years, so.
He said Diddy had witnesses to testify against them. What type of money can pay you for 10 years of your life for something you didn't do? Shyne is talking a kind of a different talk today. But he did put something on the record.
You know, anybody that would play on my life like that, you know, like it wasn't even a question. He knew what he had to do. I'm not no rapper. My life is for real. You know, I let that thing go off. So he knew what it was. You know, so I mean, you know, that wasn't even a negotiation or deliberation. Like, you know, you told on me, so if you want to stay alive, like, you know.
What would be your reaction once you get out and being that you're in the industry and things being the way they are and everything, you happen to run across Puff? What would be your reaction?
I'm gonna be on there, homie. So I mean, I got Gangland Records, you know, the good people at Island Def Jam and Universal.
Stop right there. He says, I got Gangland Records and the good people at Island and Def Jam. Listen to this, and I'm going to tell you about that in a minute.
Because, you know, they invested a lot of money, you know, in me as a businessman, you know.
He said they invested a lot of money in him as a businessman. In fact, it was alleged that Puffy had passed $1 million over there to pay him just because he was doing this time on the account of him. And that allegedly is also in the report.
I'm the chairman of a company, and I got some responsibility, so I couldn't even play myself.
Dekaya, you right with me. You right. This is why I say these actors are crazy. When I play the next video, he got a whole Belize accent. But right here, he sound like a native New Yorker. That's what I mean, man. These actors are crazy. Like, how did he go from straight gangster rapper to the Belize politician? All of these people are phony to me. All of them are phony to me. Look at this. Listen.
So whatever animosity I got, I moved on. You know what I mean? I got a business to run. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to be shaking a nigga hand and popping no bubbly with him. You know what I mean?
He said, I ain't shaking no hand or popping no bubbly with him. Let me let it play out. Let me let it play out. Let me let it play out. Because Shyne tripping. Shyne tripping. Hold up. And this is what I'm saying, man, you can't trust none of these people. You can't trust none of these people. I'm telling you, you cannot trust none of these people. You know what I mean? This is after. Hold up 1 second. Man, it's just crazy how people just go for anything. You know what I mean? Look at this. This is after you gave 10 years of your life. I don't think he's the prime minister. He's trying to run for prime minister. I mean, but he is some type of politician in Belize. You know what I'm saying? He's running for prime minister next one to go around. Look at this, man. Yeah, Lil' Kim had a Valley Girl accent. Like, come on, man. These people are actors, man. All of these people are actors. All of them. Man, our people go for anything, man. We go for anything. You know what I mean? We go, it's sad to watch for real. Especially when you're a little bit conscious and woke and you watch this stuff, you're like, man, we sure do go for anything. I mean, anything. It's kind of sad to watch. It's kind of sad to watch. It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous to watch. Don't make no kind of sense, man, that this guy, let me see what, he was elected to Belize House of Representatives. You know what I mean? But now look, watch this. In that video right there, that's how he sound. But let's check this one out. Where you at? Here you go.
It opens wounds.
Now
when
he straight got a Belize accent.
You know, the victim saying that it was Diddy that shot her. That is what is the most remarkable. Oh, you didn't see that?
I saw it.
Okay. And that was triggered by a lawsuit.
That was triggered by a lawsuit. You see what I'm saying, family? Why do we fall for all these illusions, man? Why do we fall for all these illusions? See, this is the difference between Moorish World TV and a lot of people that report on things. Like we critically think, like, hold up now.
From a producer that produced on the Love album, who is making accusations, and in those accusations he says that the gentleman confessed to the shooting. And that is what stands out to me the most, because I've done my best to put it behind me and to move forward, and so but it certainly reopens the wounds that I've been saying this all along. Everyone knew all along that I was the fall guy, but my political enemies and other witnesses.
Is she accurate, sir?
I'm not going to get into that, but it does.
Notice he says, I'm not going to get into that. Is the interviewer say, is she accurate? Listen to this.
Is she accurate, sir?
I'm not going to get into that, but it does open wounds, and certainly I am.
Hey, JT, I gotta hit you on IG. Hey, JT, hold on. I gotta pause for a minute. JT, the Pocket Watcher in the building. I was gonna reach out to you. Peace out to JT, Pocket Watcher. Thank you for your support, brother. I was gonna reach out to you, JT. I got to. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I'll give you some update, but brother, I don't know that. Thank you, JT, Pocket Watcher. JT. Hold up. Oh man, where I put it? So JT, I got to respond about an underground city. I got to respond for real. I'm not playing. Which one is this? Oh, no, this is something different. Let me see. Yeah, I got to respond to the underground city. Look at that. I'm not playing. I'm definitely not playing. Hold on, I got to take a pause for JT. I got to show him something. Where is it? I got to take a pause for JT. Yeah, man. In fact, I got some stuff I'm going to send you too, just in case you need it. You know what I mean? Just in case you need it. You found me? Oh my goodness. In fact, it's just too much right now. I'll send you some stuff. You know what I mean? But yeah, I got a lot going on, but nevertheless, it's silly at best. You know what I mean? It's silly at best. It's very silly at best. It's super silly at best. But hey, you know what I mean? It is what it is. Thank you so much for JT the Pocket Watcher, man. But man, it's insane. But let me get back to the show. So let me get back to the show. We got Mr. Belize. Let me get back on him. Y'all hear my dogs bark? Better not nobody be playing with me. That's right. Let me get this back.
Anything to help you in the situation? Absolutely not. You feel me? And I mean, it's not that he could do. Like I finished 25 years. You know, like 25 is a lot of fucking time, man. And for niggas to be facing, he was facing probation. Like you would have tried to jeopardize 25 years of my life over probation. There's nothing you could do. There's no money.
He said Diddy was facing probation and he was facing 25 years.
In the world that would allow me to stay in business with him. There's no money in the world that would allow me to get right with it. It's just like he's
He said ain't no money in the world that would allow him to stay in business with Diddy. Diddy has donated to his campaign in such a way, which I don't know if Belize have transparency like the United States, but I've been trying to look it up, but I haven't found anything. You know what I mean? I haven't found anything. You know what I mean? But the crazy thing about it is, man, that money talk. That money talk to these people, man. I mean, he went from
believe that people are saying what the truth is. That, I did not shoot those people.
I did not shoot those people. These people are actors, man. These people are unbelievable. They had the deep voice like Biggie. And now, I did not shoot these people. I did not shoot these people.
Maintain that I never shoot nobody. That there were other guns there. I always said that. That has not changed.
That has not changed.
And that is the testimony that came out. Fragments were never removed. So there was never any forensic testing to say who it was. But the victims are vindicating me. Witnesses are vindicating me.
So he asked them, the people said, was the victim right to say that Diddy blamed her in the face? He says, I won't say that. I won't get into that. But then he comes back and say, the victim is vindicating me. Come on now. Come on now. Probably why to say Shyne looks like Obama. Looks like he took a deal. It looks like he's actually ready to testify. That's what I'm hearing, testimony.
But I have moved on. I'm not trying to relive that.
In the wake of those claims.
You feel me? Now, the funny thing about it is he said that he's moved on, and at the same time, he's saying that he's been vindicated by the victim. And what did the victim say? And what did the victim say? Man, I'm telling you, man, this is just listen, man, we live in a world of illusions. The whole world has become a crazy stage. It's a crazy stage. And if we're not careful, we're going to fall victim to these actors every single time. Every single time. Now, they're saying that this vindication
through since 1999, and then all the emotions that must be coming up over the last couple of days. What was your reaction to Tanya when you saw these massive raids at P Diddy's two homes?
First and foremost, thank you for having me. It was very emotional. In short, it was extremely emotional because it was basically marked 25 years, a quarter of a century since this occurred. And I've had to relive this over and over again, intermittently in that time. So when I saw it, it was very cathartic because I finally felt like justice would be done. Justice would be mine and belong to all of these victims.
Yeah, and you have said since really right after the shooting that it was P Diddy who shot you. I mean, I think you even said it to the doctor that night, right?
I said it immediately. I literally watched them pull out the guns. I've had a clear point of view. I mean, for God's sake, I got shot in my nose. I was facing them directly. I watched everything occur and have described it, vehemently to all parties involved. I think in our society, we have respectability politics. There are.
And this is what I mean by Shyne would say this is Shyne's testimony. When Shyne says the victim vindicates me, It's funny how they play these snitching games. Listen, if you ain't in the streets, if you ain't doing dirt, if you ain't doing all that, you know what I mean? Go on, do what you do, Shyne. You're doing it anyway. man, you done did the time. You done, man. Unbelievable to me the way these things go. But family, on the flip side of that, we also have, man, listen, this is just too much. You know, they use social media and songs to convict rappers. Now, you mean tell me that Shyne is on social media saying that the victim vindicates him, that is not testimony that can be used in a trial. You got the victim that's ready. J-Lo allegedly was in the scheme of it. J-Lo ain't going down for none of y'all. Diddy, bad boy. I mean, so at the end of the day, family, Diddy party is coming to an end real soon. Diddy party is coming to an end real soon, fam. And that's the fact of the matter. So I don't care what none of y'all say. You know what I mean? His party coming to an end real soon. Yeah. It's coming to an end real soon. And the crazy thing about it is, ain't no more people came out yet, but they probably on the way. Somebody said they got to do some genealogy. Takaya, you got to do some genealogy search on Shyne. Oh, man. But look, back to the Mule. So you got two people. You got the Mule. You got the Mule going to court. And then you got Shyne testimony. You know what's funny, though? Is that nobody mentioned how Diddy plane, remember when it first happened, and Diddy plane had taken off, and nobody mentioned that, okay, his plane had flew to the Bahamas, but nobody mentioned the second plane that they was about to aboard when the feds pulled up. They mentioned it, but they brushed it off real fast. You know what I mean? They brushed that thing off real fast. So he had his personal plane. His personal plane was headed to Bahamas because they tracked it. But then he had another plane where him and the Mule was about to get low. And Diddy ain't locked up. They waiting for Diddy. The feds and the state is at the airport. Now, come on now. This all sound kind of strange. Don't this sound kind of strange that they raiding his house? But then they at the airport and one of his planes, his personal plane, take off. But the plane that they're about to aboard, they get stopped and Brandon Paul get caught with the work. What up, Big Ma? Man, this is a crazy case. When this thing go down, I want to read this case file. I want to read this demonstration. This is a wild demonstration here. If this was the average person, I'm telling you, they would have took Diddy in for questioning. Just off the mere fact that they raided his house, even if they would have let him go. The mere fact that they raided two houses, that his plane took off towards the Bahamas, and he had another private jet waiting, and they was going to aboard that. Man, they would have took, man, And people don't believe that people work for the feds as agents, millionaires and all that. Okay. I still think he's going down, though. Don't get it twisted. I still think Diddy is going down. I think he's going down. Ain't no doubt in my mind. I think he's going down, and ain't no coming back. But if he don't go down, you know why. Also, you have a madam that was providing Diddy females, women, to some of the parties. She's speaking out. Now, she says she's not a snitch, but when you get on this social media airways and you start talking, hey, you know what I mean? I don't know the snitch rules.
Stuff happened with the BMF, right? We go back to the Black Mafia family, which the drug ring has supported all the businesses of the music industry, right? Somehow Puff was probably involved as well, not maybe personally, but the crew around him. And a lot of people got arrested in year 2005 and 2006, but some people never got arrested, even they were very deep involved in it, right? And those people probably have to now work.
I told you Diddy was involved in BMF some kind of way. And now 50 is endorsing BMF, Big Meech, by the way of the movie, and was working on to get Big Meech released. So the walls are closing in, because I'm telling you, Diddy had something to do with BMF and those who got locked up. And this is what she's talking about.
As a confidential informant. I'm not saying that is exactly how it went down. That's just like how it makes sense and how it has been talked about for many, many years. Because at the end of the day, if you decide to be a confidential informant, you will have to work for them for a very long time. And they were going to keep reuse you, and they're going to keep, and they're going to pay you as well, right? But in the end of the day, the way
I told you that you have people that's out here making documentaries that they have been informants for over 20 years, and they just keep reusing them. They use them in the rap game. They use them in the pimp game. They use them in the conscious game. And now they're using them in the political identity game. I told y'all. Nobody wants to believe it. But hey, you will believe it, because in this age of information, it's all coming out. It's all coming out. You know what I mean? They use people in the rap game to extract information. You know, the rap game is full of, according to the paperwork of Rod, allegedly they're trafficking drugs through the rap game. So they take people at 19 from Alabama, and once they get in trouble at 17, but they take them and they send them to California to get training. You know what I'm saying? They put them into the rap game. They take a break dancing guy, turn him into a rap game, try to put him in the rap game to extract information out of criminal activity. And then they put them making R&B records. And then they write books. You know what I mean? Like a pimp, like a Mac, like a this, like a that. Because people are using these essays. Listen to what I'm saying. In the music industry, this madam that was just speaking was providing girls. So what other cover would there be, better cover would there be to find out who's who? A person that write books about Macs, claiming to be a Mac. What better cover would it be? Acting like a pimp, acting like a Mac, acting like this and acting like that. What better person would it be? Throughout the entertainment industry, we seen that. We seen that with Epstein. Somebody got to be the inside person that hears the whispers and that sends it back. And y'all just think somebody is a documentarian. There is no person that I can recall. Maybe Dick Gregory, close to it. But Dick Gregory only ran around talking. But there's no person that you can remember that seemed to pursue a rap career or entertainment career, a comedic career, a writing career as a pimp or Mac, and now acting as if they're about a social change. With all these different identities, you cannot tell me that y'all ain't catch on yet. If you didn't, well, hey. But listen to what she said.
So Uncle Paulie, he was big in the streets. He was a gangster, quote unquote, right? I mean, he's known everywhere. He was a big guy with a big crew. And I never thought that he would be working with the feds, right? But that's just how it is. Again, I mean, there's no other way around it, or that I misunderstood, or a mishap happened. No, because he would have been locked up as well if he would not have been working with the feds.
I guess I have so many questions, and we're going to talk about a lot more, but in this installment here, what do you think Diddy is also an informant for the feds? Before we even get to the recent allegations, the raids, based on your experience and what you went through, is that a possibility?
I personally think yes. That's just my opinion. That's not a fact. But I think yeah.
Now, this lady was convicted for drugs and as a madam. She claims that she provided women for Diddy parties. She says that she never witnessed none of the goings-ons at the party. She just sent the women. I mean, she just sent the women. You follow what I'm saying? So, if she gets locked up, and in one video, she implied that there's a possibility that Diddy had something to do with her being locked up. But she said that, she didn't snitch. She just stood 10 toes down and just took it. However, she says, and I'll let you hear her.
I personally think yes. That's just my opinion. That's not a fact. But I think yeah.
Diddy is also an informant for the feds. Before we even get to the recent allegations, the raids, based on your experience and what you went through, is that a possibility?
I personally think yes. That's just my opinion. That's not a fact. But I think yeah. With
Fascinating.
All things he got away with so many things over the years. I mean, yeah, and he has a lot of power, right? And he bought a media company, so he has just, and he has these videos of all these influential people, as we heard,
Ooh,
right?
I'm going to stop you there because I want to get into that.
Now, this is one that says she provided women for Diddy. Now, if Diddy ain't going down, you already know. You already know. You know what I mean? And listen, I'm looking at she got angry girl. I'm looking at the situation like this. At the end of the day, I'm looking at the situation like this at the end of the day. When you read some of the things that Diddy has been accused of, man, they got him out to be a monster. And I think about if that's my sister, my mother, or you know what I mean, I got a daughter now, you know what I mean, my daughter, man, that's insane that one would just brush all of that off and say, well, I'm going to pray for him. Man, I'm going to sit back and watch this thing play out. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sit back and watch this thing play out. I ain't praying for that. These accusations are some hard accusations. Real talk. They are some real hard accusations. I mean, there's some serious stuff going on here. But anyway, you got Shyne giving his online testimony. You got the Mule that just got locked up. You got the madam that just came out of the woodwork. Things looking real crazy. Things looking real crazy. And the reason why I'm covering this, because we know that an agent was in the video of one of Puff videos, and this agent has been protecting with his platform, Puff, trying to convince people that he didn't do anything. I'm like, if anything, you're supposed to just be quiet. But these agents actually partner up and try to save one another from public ridicule or from the court of public opinion. And that's why they go on these live streams and try to blame your first live stream. This agent tried to blame Cassie. Oh, she just trying to get a payday. Trying to blame Cassie. Like, did anybody even read the paperwork? Good night. I mean, these witnesses do seem rather convenient, though. Oh, yeah. Let me tell you, Takaya, they are convenient. They are going to come out. And just because they're going to cash out, they're getting paid for these interviews. Don't get it twisted. That don't mean that it can't be used in court. And that don't mean that they lying. This is the new snitch network. Yeah. The internet is the new snitch network. They say, I don't have to snitch in private. I can go right on here. See, I'm covering the story, but these people have been a part of the story. This is a new age of snitching now. You feel what I'm saying? This is a new age of snitching now. And so, Shyne put out that clip. That's his testimony. This lady say, I'm not a snitch. But guess what? I provided him with girls. That's a testimony. The internet then flipped the game. And see, people thought that they was just using the internet to convict rappers. But nah, this is different now. This stuff will be enough to get an indictment. Watch as time pass. While people doing all of these interviews, talking all of this stuff, watch. They'll use that stuff and go find evidence and voila. This is how they give their testimonies now. See, we got to be ahead of the curve and watch how this thing play out. Diddy crossed a lot of people. Don't think he ain't crossed a lot of people trying to get to the top. And now they're going to start doing these interviews. Look at Gene Deal. Look at Gene Deal for existence. Look for example. People love to watch Gene Deal stories. But Gene Deal is recycling the stories over, and he's been on the internet for the last 3 years. He's been recycling the story. So he's getting paid, of course. But right now, everybody want to hear the Diddy story. You feel me? Everybody want to hear this Diddy story. That's right. So anybody that was a part of it and they trying to get the bag, they going to come on here and tell a story. If people pay, like you can best believe that this guy that interviewed her, he paid her the bag. That's right. Gene Deal is getting paid. That's right. What's the guy named? The Art of Dialogue. I'm almost sure that there's some type of fee. Come on now. So yeah, all of these people are convenient, but the thing is, all this stuff can be used to gather evidence too. I mean, absolutely, they're getting paid. Fam, I want to cover this story real soon. I want to cover this story on the pastor in Brooklyn. Who know that pastor in Brooklyn? And you got Reverend Jamal Bryant defending. Anybody know Jamal Bryant? Let me see if I can pull him up. Reverend Jamal Bryant. I think I'm going to cover this story real soon, probably in the next day or two. Jamal Bryant, fam. Anybody know Jamal Bryant? He basically, weird as it may sound, he's definitely defending a guy, the Brooklyn preacher that wear the Fendi and all that kind of stuff. He defending this guy, saying his story hasn't been told. And so he has been promoting this guy. Here go Jamal Bryant. He actually from Baltimore. He's a preacher, man. We gonna get on these preachers too. I mean, Man, I need some attorney. I need to get me an attorney because these preachers, man, they got to go under the bus. I need an attorney on standby because they gonna threaten me with all types of stuff when I throw them under the bus. But what's that Brooklyn preacher name that he been defending lately? I mean, he done took the man house. He done took an old lady house, supposedly, allegedly. Crazy. Let me see if I can find his name. Oh yeah, my man Boone. My man Boone ran him out the projects. Yeah. Gotta do that, man. What's that Brooklyn preacher name, man? I forget his name. You know what I mean? But Lamar Whitehead, that it is. Lamar White. He up there defending Lamar Whitehead. And it's just weird. It's just weird to me that this guy trying to build a podcast and hold up. I got to cover this because it amazes me that he's trying to help this guy to rebuild. I mean, this guy been getting it in for a minute. There it is right here. He claims FBI conspiracy. When have the FBI ever came against preachers? Unless the preacher was moving people down the road by the hundreds of thousands. Yeah, we're going to cover this. What's today? Wednesday. We probably cover this tomorrow, maybe. You know what I mean? When did the FBI conspire against a preacher in a little church in Brooklyn? I mean, he had members, of course, but come on now. We know no time in history, unless you are mobilizing people like the Southern Christian leadership and the Martin Luther Kings. Ain't no FBI worrying about you talking about your Jesus. Y'all know that. Ain't nobody worrying about you talking about your Allah, unless you start talking that old Allahu Akbar. Unless you start talking that. I mean, but other than that, ain't nobody worrying about that. I mean, but every time people get caught up in taking advantage of innocent people, older people, or less intelligent amongst us, they always cry white supremacy, cry FBI this. Come on, Whitehead. Come on, Whitehead. You walk around looking like a whole zebra with a Fendi suit on, man. Come on, Whitehead. Cut this out, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. You talking about the Lord, but you taking all the church money to the makers of Fendi, just to have Fendi printed all on your suit. Oh, what about Malik? Yeah, Malik, them peoples. Yeah, Malik, them peoples. Malik. Listen, they gonna get Malik retired. Malik retired from the Bullhorn Black Panther thing. So now them people is going to give him relevant cases, and they're going to send him on a mission for these relevant cases. That's right. And he gonna go get the bag. He gonna go get the bag. He gonna be a low budget Ben Crump. Malik Zulu Shabazz. He gonna be a low budget Ben Crump. Absolutely. He gonna go get that bag. The people, listen. The people, the numbered letter people is going to let him know where these crimes taking place. He's going to go there. He's going to be first on the scene, and he's going to get that bag. That's how it's going to go. He's going to be the representation of the victims, and he's going to get that bag. That's what he's going to do. But the people is going to let him know where these tragedies happen. He ain't going to have to, see, he dedicated his life with these peoples from college. I mean, come on, over 30 some years. And successfully, nobody knew anything about him besides that he went to Howard State University and he was from California. At one time, they didn't even know he was from LA. They just knew he was from the West Coast. And this went on for years, Malik Zulu Shabazz, that is. It's just like for a long time, people didn't even know that the agent was from Alabama or from Detroit. For a long time, nobody knew that the agent had a sister. Nobody knew that the agent had relatives in Detroit. Nobody knew that. You know, I'm talking about the other agent. Nobody knew that. Only when this stuff becomes research items do they begin to talk about this stuff. Yeah. Only then do they begin to talk about this stuff, when they become research items. And most of the time, when I research something, people on the back end try to come clean. When I research something, people on the back. I remember when I researched who Malik Zulu Shabazz was. And I found out the school that his mother owned, because his mother pretty wealthy. I found out the school. I found out everything. I mean, I found out everything. Like, people had knew his name, and people knew he was from California. Some people knew he was from LA, but the running story is that he came from California and went to Morgan State, and that was the end all be all. And he was validated by spitting crazy things through a bullhorn, and for promoting Farrakhan and Dr. Khalid Muhammad in the early days within the college circuit. But that's all people knew about him. I mean, that's all people knew about him. Nobody really knew nothing about this guy. To this day, he just recently started talking. I remember when I started to research him, he started showing pictures. This is my grandfather. My grandfather. Anybody notice that people did that? Anybody knows that? When I really broke the seal of who Malik Zulu Shabazz was, he started putting up pictures on his Facebook talking about, this is my grandfather. When I broke the seal about this agent from Alabama going to California, the next thing you know, he got his supposedly father in the video. Oh, dad came to visit. After all these years? Your dad came to visit. After all these years, now dad is coming to visit? Can't wait till mom come to visit. Soon as we and that's a dead giveaway. They should have just keep on playing the game. That's a dead giveaway. Soon as Moorish World TV research you and break it down and show people who you really are, the next thing you do is, let me prove to them that I'm real. It's too late. It's too late. Start putting the babies in the show. Started putting the family in the show. It's too late. Trying to look like you real. You ain't got no public life. I will say Malik Zulu Shabazz, because he blew a bunch of nonsense through a bullhorn, I will say that he, although scared as ever, he would show up in certain areas, you know what I mean, randomly, you know what I'm saying. They ran him out Baltimore when he showed up for Freddie Gray, you know what I mean. They ran Malik about Baltimore when he showed up for Freddie Gray. And I remember the agent showed up for Freddie Gray, but he was circled with FOI. And I thought that was strange back then. I mean, R.I.P. Freddie Gray last week was his anniversary of passing. But nevertheless, I mean, he was surrounded with FOI. He had rented a school gym in order to film. Do you know the funny part about it? I have the footage. I have the footage where his people was like, you can't film in here. You know what I mean? I have the footage where his people like, you can't film in here. Yeah, the agent that came from Alabama by the way of Detroit and ended up in California and supposed to be a documentarian, that one right there, yeah, I was here. I was in the midst of starting my YouTube channel, and I was in the streets getting all sorts of type of footage. All sorts of type of footage. All sorts of type of footage. And this clown showed up with a whole busload of FOI. Showed up with a whole busload of them. And in fact, the guy that helped him get the school auditorium is a friend of mine that do lectures here. Came with a busload of FOI. Like this guy had this guy has never walked freely amongst us. Never walked freely amongst us. Even when you see him at the what's the brother name? The rapper name, where him and I forget the guy name. Shoot. The marathon. It's not clicking right now, but he was there with y'all remember that, man. And people say he might have something to do with that. What's the brother name, man? Nipsey Hussle. People say he might had him trailed. People alleged. He said that maybe once he did that video that he might have had him trailed. Because soon after that video, not so long after that, bam. And not saying that a direct hand because of the guy that was convicted is connected, but allegedly people said that Nipsey was being followed. So how did the guy know that Nipsey was going to be there at the precise time, the exact time, etc., etc.? I don't know. That's a conspiracy theory. That's an opinion, but it's one worth thinking about. But even in that crowd, you can see the nervousness. And if you look around, you can see that it's police everywhere, FOI everywhere. This guy never walked freely amongst us. Never. All of these years, never. I think he was free when he was with Polite. Listen, when you pay close attention, there's always somebody standing off in the distance, not so far away. I can show you some video footage. Where it appears that he's by himself, but there's always someone in the distance. Not too far now. Not too far. Remember the video with the interview in the park? Huh? Come on, man. Y'all know why people do something in the park? Because people can stand far off in the middle of the opening and see what's going on. That's the oldest trick in the book. Remember the interview in the park? with Sinetta. Anybody remember that? Press 7. The interview in the park. Why the park? Because we know when you sit on a bench from different angles, you can be observed. You can be observed. We've seen that in movies. And this ain't nothing but a movie. And I got video to show the observation and the padding that's around these people. And that's real talk. So when we look at Diddy, man, Diddy a multi-millionaire. But that don't mean that he ain't with them people. That don't mean that. That don't mean that. Because money is really access and is an illusion. It can come and go. It can come and go. And when they finish with you, they finish with you. That's it. That's it. So all the money in the world that they put you in position to obtain, they can put things in place to take it back. Check this. Let me check this before I get out of here. Let's think about Diddy for real. Diddy didn't make no beats. Diddy didn't make no songs. He didn't write their song. Let's flip it. Sinetta don't have no knowledge. Sinetta haven't written any book. Sinetta took everybody's knowledge, recycled it, put it on a film or put it on a camera and sold it to people. He hijacked everybody's information from the DVD era, put it on tables in Harlem, and sold it to people. Copied it without permission, pirated it, and then sold it back. And then in the DVD era, when the DVD era was gone, and the video era or the live stream era come, he pulled everybody to his platform with their knowledge, their information, the Hebrews, pseudo-Moors, and anybody who would talk. He put it all together, packaged it, and sold it to the people. Diddy did the same thing. Diddy ain't got no real talent. Diddy was a dancer. His talent was dancing. Diddy was put in position. The agent from Alabama, by the way of Detroit, what real talent. They go get people to sit down and talk about something. They film it and then sell it to people. They don't have the real knowledge. They may read up on something to chime in, but think about this. This is how we are so easily infiltrated. We are so easily infiltrated. You get 5 people that have been locked up by the feds. You sit them down, have them talking about a subject matter that 9 times out of 10 they know nothing about. And then you say it's a rally. Then you say that it's for reparations. Then you say I'm fighting for a cause. We so easily infiltrated, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Anybody grab a camera and the system puts some money behind them. No talent. Use everybody else's talent and sell it to people. And you tell me that we are not easily infiltrated, you crazy. And you wonder why we haven't moved an inch past the 60s? Because we're scared to acknowledge the hypocrite or the schemer amongst us. We're so busy worrying about the European, but the European is using one that look like us to manipulate us. We need to stop worrying so much about the European and worry about the arm of the European. And that's the one that look like us. The European gonna do what he gonna do. The powers that be, the oppressor, gonna do what he gonna do. But the one that he gonna do it through looks like you. You cannot run in Haiti. You cannot run in Haiti without some Haitian being complicit with the oppressor. You cannot run in a country in Africa without an African being complicit. And you cannot stop the progress of a people in America without one of us being complicit. And that's just what it is. That's just what it is. When people start talking about, oh, I favor Trump over Biden, they still in the system. When people start talking about, I favor Biden over Trump, they still in the system. We supposed to be so far gone now, away from that. We should be like, okay, the political thing, I get it. Local politics is everything, but we're going to be building over here. We're going to be building over here. I mean, we're going to be building over here. Local politics, we're going to be active here, but we're going to be building over here. Any person that's fighting for liberation ain't going to build you no club. Any person that's fighting for liberation ain't going to build you no comedy club and call it a museum. Anybody fighting for liberation? No, nobody does that. Where do they do that at? Name a country. Name a country where people are being oppressed and the first thing that they think about doing is collecting money so they can have a comedy club. Name one. We the only sick people that think like that. That's not a country on a planet Earth. There's not a group of people that's been oppressed on a planet Earth that will pool their money. Look at our conditions. That will pool their money for a comedy club. Not one. Not one. There's not one on the planet Earth. Not those in Bangladesh, not those in the African country, not those in Haiti, no country in the world. There is no people in the world that are being oppressed and will pool their money for a comedy club. Not one. Not one. And then pool it again to make a video. And then pool it again to make a march. And then pool it again for a book. And then pool it again for deodorant. And then pool it again. Like where's the profits from all of these endeavors? Nobody's asking where's the profits from all these endeavors? Okay, we gonna do this again. Man, we crazy, man. We gone, man. Man, we gonna turn up, man. We gonna turn up. Yeah, I like how that spill came out. We gonna turn up real soon, family. We gonna turn up. Yeah. Yeah, we gonna turn up. We gonna turn up. And Thurman Smart said that's our God-given talent. We are too nice. But we are too nice to our detriment. We are too nice to our detriment. And the waters are so muddy now that you can't even look at those who really want to do something. Like I said this on my other YouTube channel. I said, you know what I mean? If I was to say if I said, come on, I got some land, family. Who is ready to build? Ain't nobody ready to build nothing for real. Very few. Very few people would be ready to get their hands dirty. Very few people would be ready to pack up and live off the grid. Many of us, even in this chat, my beautiful Moorish World TV citizens, family, many of us are super comfortable. But that's what true liberation is about. You know what I mean? That's what true liberation is about. Governing yourself, growing your own food, trying to find a way to flush your own poop, And what I mean by that is that understand that you have to take care of you and your community. Not a community that you've been dropped in, not a community that you was raised in. I'm talking about a community that's built by you and for your posterity. If we ain't on that, we ain't trying to be free, man. If we ain't on that, we ain't trying to compete. Every other group of people around the world is trying to compete. They're trying to compete for the resources. And the sad thing about it, it's always the Eastern, Middle Eastern, as they like to call it, or the Far Eastern and the European countries that's always competing for the resources at our expense. At our expense. But we don't even, it's bad. When you really look at it, it's bad. It's really, really bad. When I seen the story about the nanoplastics that's in all the foods, if someone choose to go and be a vegan or vegetarian and they get that processed vegan plant-based meat, you know what I'm saying? It's nanoplastics in it. They say that stuff causes cancer. That stuff mess up your pancreas. That stuff mess up a lot of your stuff. I mean, eating all this meat and you got plastic all in it, nanoplastic in it. You drinking water, even me drinking this right here. They say it could be microplastic in it. I'm telling you, I'm already decided. I got to go to bottle glass water. It's gonna cost me something, but man, come on, this is insane. But even getting it in glass, you don't even know if it was manufactured in some sort of plastic. Man, we gone, man. We messed up, man. But with that being said, family, I will be back here tomorrow and we're going to turn up again. I'm researching a few things right now. Please help share this so we can get back into the algorithms. I had to take off because I have to urgency on some legal issues, but I'm back into the building. I mean, it's human meat. Yeah, they sell glass water, bro. Absolutely. You got to go here in Baltimore. They have some at what they call it. Oh man, what's that? Moms have it, and it's a few stores that have it. I only know 2 stores. Moms, y'all got a Moms where you at? Moms and what's that other store? It's another store. Yeah, they actually have glass bottled water. I'll be buying it, man, but you know, sometimes I'll just grab a case, you know what I mean, this, but I gotta stop that, man. When I seen that report, I was like, man, this is crazy. This is crazy. And we wonder why that we around 70 or 80 let me see what that other store is. Moms and hold up. See if y'all got one of this. Hold up. Y'all got a Whole Foods. Whole Foods might got it. I don't really like Whole Foods, but they might. Let me see what that store called. I don't know if they're a national chain, but let me see if they. Let me see. Let me see what that joint called. Nah, not Trader Joe's. Not Mom. No. I'm gonna find it though. I'm gonna find one. I don't know if it's a national chain, but they definitely have. That's where I usually get mine at. All right, let me see what we got. I'm looking for. I forget the name. That's crazy, man. I need what do I use for brain power? Man, my mind be slipping sometimes. What I need to eat for that? I need to Google that. Much as I go to this grocery store, you know what I'm saying? Much as I go to this grocery store, I can't even think of the name of it. And I know it's not a Trader Joe's. I don't think it's a Trader Joe's. You know what I mean? But whatever the case may be, yeah. Oh, let me see. Man, I can't think of the place. Thank you, Thurman Smart. We'll be back tomorrow. I'm gonna listen, the beginning of the show tomorrow, I'm going to give y'all some good advice on, it's not a Wegmans. Nah, Wegmans do got some good stuff though, but I don't think it's Wegmans. Hold up. Let me see, Ralph. I'm gonna look at it one. And then it's on my mind. I can't get it off my mind. I mean, watch, I'm gonna get it this time. I cannot think of this place to save my life. Let me see. I can't think of it. Good goodness and gracious. What's that, Route 40? Let me see. I'm about to go to map that demonstration. That's right. Route 40. Whatever the case may be, I'm going to tell you, they got the best bottled water glass in the glass I've ever tasted. That joint be right. But I can't find it right now. I'm going to have it tomorrow when I go live, though. And maybe y'all got one near y'all. Because I can't find it today. But anyway, family, hope y'all appreciated the show. Hope y'all helped to share this and get these algorithms up. I've been gone for a week and a half, but I'm back again. I got to check my mic, make sure my mic been sounding right. But anyway, I'm going to see y'all on the next go-round, family. That's right. I need to get back into the swing of things. You know what I mean? I got to get back into the swing of things. I'm going to work on it. All right? I'm going to work on it. If y'all work on it, I'm going to work on it. I just need y'all to just share this a little bit. And then I'm going to be putting out the exclusive channel. I'll be testing it tomorrow. You know what I mean? And so anybody who have a membership, I want you to go over there when I show it to